All right. So we'll do the class assessment and I will try and look for the um where can I get the okay, I will just copy from here. Right. And I will put it here. All right. So can you see my screen okay? Okay, great. So the first one says so we are trying to create a student's assessment program. Create student profile with their names, age, and address. That's the first one. We don't know what that means, and we don't know how we are going to apply ourselves, right? And it says generate school email with first name given as lowercase and last name. Use at pristine.com at domain. Create student profile with names, age, address. Okay. Create a list of subjects: mathematics, English language, computing, sciences, history, art. Grade subjects individually. Check students as at least C in three subjects and at least D in another three subjects to move to the next class. Right. So what I will do is I will come here and I will create a student profile. And what I will do, I will just say student name. It can be anything you want, or you can just say student student name. We don't know what it is, so let's keep it open. Okay, it says first name here, so we say first name, student first name, right? And I will just copy that one and copy again. So I'll say student last name and students age. So I can just come to say, let me use I'll just put my name like Bola right, no spaces, and I put Ayoshola no space. Age, why not? I'll make age as an integer, right? And here it says generate school email with first name and last name, but first name given as lowercase, right? So I will come here to say, so I will come here to say, uh, I will start testing my code now. So what I want is print first to first name, yeah, and I will do a run. It says go down, but we want it in lowercase, right? I'll come. That means I will use a method. So I will say lower, right? And that's what I want, right? I want it in lowercase, right? And it says generate, yeah, because it says first name given in lowercase, right? In lowercase, because this is what I want to achieve. I want to achieve Bola Ayenshola at pristine.com. That's what I want to achieve, right? This is what I want to achieve, right? So then I have that. Then I will come here to just say, okay, I've got options. I could just come here to concatenate and say student's last name. Does that work? Yeah, why not? It's working. And I can come here to say plus at, I will copy the domain name and I will do that. That's what I want. But does it really, it doesn't really make any sense here. Yeah. So what I can do is I will come here, I will use my formatter to do that. Open curly brackets, and do that. Then I will copy all of this. I will put it in there. I will copy student's name, put it in the other one, and I will come here to say and copy at pristine.com, put it there. Why not? Let's try and print, and I'm gonna mute this, right? Okay, so this is exactly what I want. Okay, this works. Then I will now come here to make another variable to say student email address equals. I copy all of this. I dump in there, right? So I don't have need for this anymore. That means I can just come here to say, is my code still working, right? And I come here and I try to print, and it's still working. Bravo. But now I've got to start thinking, what if in the future the domain name changes from at pristine.com to something else? So does it mean if I have like 1 million line of code, I will go to each line and change them individually? No, I don't want to do that. So I will just come here to say school domain name equals, then I'll come here, I'll copy at pristine, I will drop it there. Then this one, I can remove it altogether. Then I will copy school domain name, I'll put that there. I'll test my code again. It said, oh, sorry, what's that? Line 8. Oh, okay, that one. Yeah, I'll come there. Bravo. Cool. That is done. Then I come here to mute that because I know my code works now. So I don't have to, I can remove it, but I'll just leave it. So if something happens down the line, I will come and change it again. So it now says, so I've done the second one. The third step now says create student profile with their names, age, and address. Okay. Then I create another variable. I will say student profile. So what we want to achieve with this is we want something like uh student name, if I can spell properly, uh student age, student address, and we have not added address, so we need to come here to say, okay, let's give them student address as well. Student address, and I will just enter something silly in there. Come to say 5 Ajay Nikoko Street. Why not? Let's use Oyo State. Yeah, so that's that. So student name, student address. Why not? Student email address. So we change this one to student contact address. So I say student contact address. So this is what you want to achieve, right? Then we need to start, we need to get busy here. So how do you want to create this? Yeah. So we just say equals. Then we use our our formatter. Then we start Just we'll put as many as possible of these. If we use them, fine. If we don't use them, fine. But how do we want them? We want them to be on different lines, right? So let me start filling. I will say student name, first name, student last name, right? And I will come here to say uh, student name, right? So what next? Student age. I'll put student age, but I want you to start on the next line. So I'll do dash n dash r, right? And I do that. Then it jumps to the next line. And so what I'm doing here, I could okay, not to confuse us. Mhm. I will come back to it. We have covered it before, but I will come back to it. Let's just go. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Student age. So instead of entering student age, why not let's say student's date of birth, student DOB, and we enter that as a string. So we say uh, uh, 21. Let's say we want to do date, day, month, and year. Right. So it will be 21 10 and let's say 1908, something silly like that, right? So we say student date of birth, right? Then because I have to change that because I've already changed it, I should have done refactoring. Then I come here because that's another line. I do slash n slash r, right? And the next one will be student contact address. So you can see that this is getting out of focus already, right? So I will just come here, do enter, so that it can continue on the next line for me, just to make my code look pretty. That's all that one is doing. Otherwise, there is nothing to it. If the code can fit on a single line, you can continue with it. So I will say student contact address, then I will copy the contact address. I will come here, I put that. And the next one will be email address. I just do that. Let me make it look pretty again. And I will say student email address, right? And I will come here, copy, and dump it. The other one that I'm looking to add is student telephone number, but there's no need. So this is this. So we test our code. Is there any error? There is no error. First win. We come here to say print to profile, and then we run our code again, and everything is printed. But some are not looking pretty. So that one there is no space. I come here, I put the space. Then that is that date of birth. I need to separate. Uh, put a space, another space. Come here, put space, colon space. I do it again. Still not looking pretty because Bola and Shola started printing from there, date of that, but I want everything to be right, justified. Then I come here to do tab. I come here, I will start playing with tab. Uh, so this one is ID dependent. On some it will look pretty, on others it won't look pretty. So this is where you will test and test to see which one looks pretty. So Bola and Shola, that's okay. Now I want to push it one more. I'll go there, push it one more. Okay, I'm happy with that. Come here, make the tab two to push the student DOB.